Why does it look like that? Oh, I'm still live. Let me see. All right, there we go. Why do I look hunched over? I promise I'm not hunched over. Jeez. Let me see. Can I hear myself? That's what I was looking at. Testing, testing. I can hear myself. That's what I was looking at. Testing, testing. I look hunched over as well. I can hear myself. Testing, testing. I look hunched over as well. All right, continued. Let's do it. Pretty much, this is just a continuous after our lunch. Well, we got to finish up the day with the leads that we were calling. Let me see. All right, I gotta edit this. I don't like the way that looks. Give me 30 seconds. I had 2 hours on this. Dude, I look so hunched over. All right. My laptop is taking a little too long for my liking here. Come on. Jeez, that's what I should have did this one. Restart it. I think I might have to restart my laptop there. Pretty much, we're going to finish with our calls that we have. All right, we're just going to exit out of there. Let's restart this bad boy. I don't like how slow it is. So we're about to restart our laptop. But pretty much, we just want to follow up with those. Come on. Just a little too slow for my liking, which makes everything else slower. Come on. Dude. All right, we're going to restart. All right, so pretty much, usually after my lunches, I like to start from the beginning of where we started at with our calls. We've been calling new leads this whole time. So we really didn't get anywhere, if you were to say. However, we did get an update on our dispo guy with the properties that we have. Things are moving forward with that. There are buyers going into both of the properties today. So I should have more of an idea of where we would need to be price wise tomorrow. And we could then talk to the sellers and see, one, if we have to do a price drop, or two, if they don't want to move forward with it. So I'll keep you guys posted on that as far as that goes. And hopefully we don't have to do too much of a price drop. And if so, it'll be justified by the feedback that we get from the buyers. So we could just relay that to the sellers here. That is a really nice picture. Wow. All right. Let's continue. All right, there we go. Now we're cooking. Speed to lead because we were still calling the leads here. Let's open up our CRM. 8 minutes into it. All right. Oh, all right. We got a Mr. Charles here. This is a higher end neighborhood. Not much come up for sale over here, so this will be interesting to see where we take this one. Again, this is a raw lead where we cannot get any sort of refund for these type of leads. All right. All right. They plan to relocate out of state next year and prefer to keep the property under their name until at least May, with the flexibility for closing after. The property is currently owner occupied with no major repairs needed. mentioned except for some minor wall touch-ups. Just walked Woodbine with Gary. He says 60K rehab. He said the so it's active. So the knob and tube. Dude, every time I talk about him, he texts me. That's kind of creepy. All right, so this one they want to sell after May. That's a long timeline, so we'll see. Hopefully, we can still get him on the phone to further discuss. This one, November 19th. Why is it blue? Here we go.
Call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Well, I don't believe that. Let's try that one more time.
Hello?
Hello, is Charles there?
Is he?
Hey, Charles, this is Monte Rodriguez here, calling about that property on Aldergrove Drive.
Yep.
Yeah, I just read some of the notes here. It looks like you're trying to wait until May.
Yeah, I've got a trial coming up, as opposed to, I'm not supposed to leave and go anywhere else while I'm under these medications.
Oh, okay. So something's going on where you can't sell until May.
That's my understanding, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Would you have to find another place if you were to sell?
Depends. I mean, if they find me guilty, then I'll basically, that's it. That's over. I'll do whatever I do. If don't and everything's fine, then it'll be me. And at that point, I'd like to sell it because I want to go back to Arkansas where I'm from.
I see. Okay. So you really can't do anything anyway, even if you tried right now.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay.
Exactly.
Would
So
you?
I'm going to be back in May or April, September. Sorry, April and May, and it's probably going to be on there by then.
Around
Probably
April.
ready to list it anyway.
Okay. So you're gonna list it with the realtor, and when that time comes.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You already have a realtor in mind, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess it really wouldn't make sense because I'm an investor, so I would want to buy this off.
Right. No, I get that. Yeah, you want to buy all slow and so on and so on. It's just the way it is.
Yeah. No worries. Well, Okay. Let's touch base in April and see where we go from there. Okay.
All right. Okay. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay.
Man, I'm starting to see why they didn't qualify. Jeez Louise. Okay. On his trial. Oh, I should have asked him what he did. Now I'm afraid of the answer on that one. Going through unable to do anything even if he tried. Wants me to might list I would say this is a dead lead because it seems like he already has his mind set when the time comes that he's gonna list it. So he's gonna listed, touch base, I'll say last week in April or something. Did you do it? All right, so we spoke to them. Okay. Dead deal. And let's get to the next one. Seven more calls to make. Ooh, that's a good looking house right there. All right, let's see the story on there. Little cliff note. Homeowners open to selling if the right offer is made with no set asking price or no urgent personal reasons to sell. They mentioned the property has been well maintained. Recently invested over $100,000 into a new basement with hardwood floors and a bar, plus a new roof and high-end HVAC installed within the past year. Oh my goodness, Monte, why would you buy this? This is definitely adios míos. I brought it because of the zip code. This lead was from November 20th. Let's see where we go from here. We are looking for a Daniel.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey Daniel, this is Monte Rodriguez. I am calling about that property there on Arden Drive. Looks like you spoke to someone on my team back in November, possibly looking to sell this. I wanted to see if we'd be a good fit. So if you could give me a call when you can at 412-912-1888. Thanks. Let's get to the next one. So we didn't speak to them, so have not talked to them yet. We're going to change this status from opened to contact attempted. And let's go to the next one. Alrighty. Fully renovated and updated. Oh my goodness. This is going to be... At this point, stay away from the raw leads. Because they're raw for a reason. Alright. This property looks familiar. I feel like I passed it before. I did. Okay. I know exactly where this is at. All right. They've owned it for 10 to 14 years. I think this was listed at a point. We'll see what happens. Single family home remodeled 2 years ago, currently rented in a nearby duplex in average condition with long term tenants and steady rental income. The duplex may need some updates in TLC, especially regarding the heating upstairs. Okay. The homeowner shared that selling is not urgent and both properties are producing cash flow, but is willing to consider offers and can close quickly if terms are agreeable. Communication may be required flexibility due to the owner's busy schedule. So we are talking to an investor, which it'll strictly be a numbers conversation. I will look more for the duplex side since it needs more work than this one, especially since he said that as well. So I'm not necessarily calling about this property. I'm more so calling about that duplex.
Hello, it's Dennis.
Dennis, Monte Rodriguez here. How you doing?
I'm fine, thanks.
Good. Reaching out about that Baldwick Road property. You spoke
Yeah.
you spoke to someone on my team about selling that a couple of weeks ago.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Are you still looking to sell that?
Sure.
Great. What are you looking to get for it?
200,000.
200. Okay. Let me pull this up here. I see it's a 4-bed, 1-bath.
Yeah, I think it's listed as 4 beds, 1 bath, but in reality, there are 3 bedrooms on the second floor. There are 2 more potentially could be on the 3rd level, which is completely unfinished. Yeah, I just keep it locked. There are 2 bedrooms. One is upstairs. One is on the 1st level. On the 1st level is it's like a half bath. There's brand new kitchen, brand new windows, doors, hardwood floors on the 1st floor, brand new. All the appliances, HVAC. I mean, what else?
Yeah, no, it sounds like as an investor that wouldn't work for me. I see in the notes that you might have a duplex as well. That needs a little
Yes.
bit of work.
Correct. The pricing is going to be very similar. I would say probably 180 for that one, but it's right next door.
No way. Okay. Let me look at that one here. Give me a second. What is it? Are both units occupied?
Yes.
Okay. What's it bringing in?
2,000 cash.
All right. Plus all utility?
I pay utilities. The utilities are split. Or, sorry, the utilities are not, they're shared. I can't bill the customer.
Got it.
So I chose bump up the rents. And the house, I mean, I had the tenant downstairs for over 7 years,
Mhm.
and I don't think she was moving anywhere. It's probably the most disgusting place in the world I've ever seen. But, you know, she's fine. She keeps a good care of it to some extent. I mean, I would have been a little more cleaner if it was me. But once she moves out, and I don't think she's moving out, I'm just saying, once she moves out, the first thing you want to do is probably, refresh it.
Right. How long has he been there so far?
You mean how long? What have been so far?
Her, that tenant. How
The
long?
tenant?
Yeah.
I would say, over 7 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she's a good girl, I guess. She's younger
and I think her dad pays for her, so she just stays there. I don't think she's moving anywhere. She
Probably
attempted
not.
to move out for quite a bit, a couple of times. I just look at it, okay, you're moving, and then 2 weeks later she comes back and says, no, I'm staying. Okay, so. And I raised rents, so I didn't do it for quite a long time. I would say she was paying $850 for quite a bit. I would say over 5 years, and then most recently I started adjusting it. So current rate is $950, and she was fine with it.
Gotcha. So is it?
The apartment upstairs is $1,000, but she's been notified that it's going to go up a little bit.
Okay. Top and bottom.
And on the upstairs piece, it's very livable. I mean, if the tenant takes care of it, it's pretty. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's not your modern apartment by no means. So if you ever, if she moves out and you decide to do anything, I would probably do the bathroom first. Maybe a kitchen refresh of some sort. But it doesn't require much. There's a third level in this place, and it's livable. It's not like in the other place, right? That I was mentioning. So there are 2 bedrooms on that third level, but that place is not conditioned.
Gotcha.
Meaning the furnace and HVAC stop their work at level 2.
Gotcha.
And on level 3, you have the e-heaters, electric heaters, but I shut them off and I don't allow her to use them because your bill will go through the roof.
Right. Okay.
So that's why she's only paying $1,000. Before I had tenants, it was a family, and they lived there for, I would say, 2 or 3 years. They were paying $2,200 for that place.
Wow. Oh, the whole place?
Well, I mean, the whole place. That same place, but they were using both floors, right? So they were allowed to use the heaters and stuff. So the bill just gets ridiculous. It's like over $800. For me, it's a little too much.
Right. Especially if you're paying for it or it's coming out of the rents or whatever.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So I kind of netted all out. I said, hey, I can drop the price to $1,000 if you don't use those 2 bedrooms. You're welcome to use them, but don't use the heater and I'll shut it off. And she was fine with that. So.
Okay. Let me see here. And is that who is upstairs, or did they end up moving out?
No, she's still upstairs.
She's still okay. And what?
Yeah, that's why I'm not actively selling anything. I mean, it's cash flowing slowly but surely, and I mean, it doesn't bite me. So I'm holding on to it. But if there's a right offer, I'm happy to sell.
Right. What is How long have they been there? Upstairs.
She moved in March of this year, or 2025.
Okay. And then how much are you looking to get for this one?
I would probably go for 180.
Okay.
I have a loan to cover on this one. I on both, but this one has a little less on it. So
little less meat on the bone.
Yes. So the Solder unit, it was financed from the inception, basically, when I purchased it. And, I've paid off. I've built some equity. The previous one, I refinanced last year. Not the best time, but I needed some money for another project.
Mm-hmm.
So it has a pretty large balance.
Gotcha. Is it like a hard money loan, or you're kind of paying it off slowly?
I'm paying it off slowly, yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
So it's whatever. It's traditional. You can call it traditional mortgage.
Gotcha. Yeah, I asked because I was talking to a seller the other day, and he got a hard money loan to update his property, and he's been trying to sell it for about 2 years.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah, so as you can imagine, hard money loans are interest only, right?
Yeah.
And so he just lost all his profits, and he's still trying to like sell it, of course, but the numbers no longer work anymore because it's been so long, and he's
Yeah.
still trying to like walk away with stuff.
Yeah. No, I get it. It's tough.
Yeah. So what is the bed and bath count for this? I know you mentioned there was 2 floors or 2 bedrooms on the third floor. So we're going to exclude that. What's on the second floor? How many bedrooms on that floor?
One, two.
Okay. And then on downstairs, same thing, 2 bedrooms?
2 bedrooms, yes.
Okay. Gotcha. Would I need to update any sort of like roof or mechanicals or stuff like that?
Not mechanicals. Roof-wise, honestly, I haven't done anything with the roof. It hasn't been leaking. It hasn't been a problem ever.
Okay.
It's a pretty small surface because the building is kind of vertical, and it's pretty steep. So
Okay.
it's high up and steep, and I think that helps to maintain the roof in good shape.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it will. The time will come eventually. So, and I haven't done any updates to the roofs. But again, they were not a problem ever. Like I've never heard them saying, "Hey, I have a leak here or there." So everything was always good. That's why I wasn't really paying attention to the roof. I think at one point I reached out to the roofer to get a quote, and I just decided, it's probably not the best use of my money at this point. So there's no need to do it.
Right. What do they say? If it's not broke, don't fix it. Is that what?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm looking at some comps right now. Just give me like 30 seconds.
Sure.
Yeah. It sounds like it's a reasonable ask. I seen it was listed before. What was the feedback when it was listed?
Well, so I'm not sure. I think I had a not a very professional agent, I would say. So she's a good buyer, so she's a good agent on the buyer side, but we haven't gotten any traction on the seller side. And we've used her, I've used her personally for other things. And a former partner of mine in real estate, he's been trying to use her as well. And between the two of us, we kind of concluded she's probably not the right person to sell.
Gotcha.
But since she was bringing us a lot of properties, we kind of treated her, hey, why don't you try? If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It doesn't hurt.
Right.
So I would say that's probably the main reason. The other reason I would say, I got some offers through her, but everybody was kind of lowballing. And those quick investor deals, like, hey, here's hard cash, but I'm only paying 120.
Oh,
Take it all.
boy.
Yeah, so I'm not settling for this because, again, I'm not in the need to sell it. That's, I'm in a different spot. So I think we had those, and then there were a couple of customers that wanted to turn it into a single unit. So they wanted all the tenants out prior to close. And I said, there's no way I'm doing this because, if you turn around and go away, I'm going to be stuck with an empty place. So,
right.
So we had probably a couple of those. Like one was for personal use. They wanted to move in and live themselves, and I'm like, you can do so. It's easy. I have the lease structured that way. You can kick them out pretty much, but you got to give them notice. But the other one was like, hey, I want to. I guess they were flippers. That's probably why.
Probably. Let me see here. So obviously, I mean, you brought it for, what is it, 190? 180?
I think it was either 190 or 180. I was buying it out of my own company, so it's or my own. Like I was a 50% owner, so we split up with my partner, and I purchased this unit off him.
Gotcha.
So for me, the price was either to sell it to the outsider,
Yeah.
for that money, or buy it, and I decided to buy it. So it's a market price, I would say, but the caveat that I was buying it from myself, and I didn't put much in because I already had the equity in it.
Right. And so ideally, you really didn't buy it for the 175 or 180.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Sorry about that. The wind is blowing, and apparently my stuff is just falling over. Give me 1 second here. 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm going to have to run soon. I have a big meeting coming up. Just FYI.
Yeah, no worries. I just got one more question here.
Sure.
If you were to get to 180, I guess, how much would you be walking away with?
Not much, to be honest. I don't remember my loan on this. I think it's around 140 something, but that's probably all I'm gonna get.
About like 40K.
And then I'm obviously gonna be paying some taxes on the income tax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you open to like seller financing, or would you be just wanting to cash out if you were to sell?
I probably would have just cash out. Seller financing is, what's the point? I'm cash flowing today.
Yeah,
So
true. Okay. Let me do this, Dennis. Let me talk to my partner. I'm going to be meeting up with him later tonight. I'll talk to him about it. Is there any way, since the pictures aren't online anymore, if we are able to come close to this price, is there any way we could maybe get inside?
I'm sure we can arrange something. Yes.
Okay.
You guys local?
Yeah, actually,
Okay.
I just moved from that area, so I was probably like not even 4 minutes away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shouldn't be an issue.
Okay.
At some point, we'll figure out how to make it under reps. Maybe as a contractor to look at something, but we can certainly figure it out.
Okay. And then the tenants are still on the yearly lease, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, both of them. Or I think the downstairs, the girl that is the steady girl,
Mm-hmm.
the 7-year, I think she's month to month.
Okay.
But I could be wrong. Anyways, the one that is upstairs, her lease is up in February. So I think we're probably past the window. We're very close to getting across that window.
Right.
Yeah, the 60-day window.
Yeah.
The girl downstairs, I think she's a little later, but right around the springtime.
Okay. All right. Let me talk to him. I could get back to you. Is this a number I could send a text on?
Yeah.
Okay. Once we hang up, I'll just text you just to let you know, I guess, for your threads. Like, hey, we just spoke about this. And then, so he's going to be my partner. He's going to be out of town for a month. He's leaving on Monday. If we were to, possibly want to move forward with this, do you think it's possible to get in there before Monday? Okay. Let me get back to you ASAP, and then hopefully we could figure out where we go from there.
Okay, sounds good.
Awesome. I appreciate the time, Dennis.
Sure, no problem. Okay, take care.
Bye. Ah. So there are some duplexes in the area. I see 190. I see 195. Those are ones that sold. I see 175. These are all duplexes, nothing else. And then I see 90. I think that's single family. No, that's 2 units. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, they're right next to each other. So it'll be 180 for the both. Okay. And then for the actives, I'm seeing 8 units, 3 units, 4, 3, 3 units, and there's a 2 unit on for 150, and that's 47 days on the market. So this will be interesting. I'm still going to email him the info. I think we are close. I'm almost positive he's going to probably come back to like 160, 170 price range. So this will be interesting to know where he comes in at. So I'm going to send him a text, and then I'm going to keep calling, but we already have this information here. Hey, Dennis, this is... I should have got a little bit more into it, but I didn't because I'm still working on understanding the numbers when it comes to like multifamily properties. Like, it seems simple enough, but I haven't done it enough to be fully confident in what I think the numbers could be. But it's bringing in 2,000 a month, right? And he's only looking for 180, so it kind of seems like it's a no-brainer, but you never know, pretty much. So the wind is just blowing right now. It's exposing me. Let's keep that there. All right. So, hey, Dennis, this is Monte. We just spoke about that duplex. All right. So we sent them the text. I got to send this to Alex. Let me update the address. 3. That's so funny how they're next door. You gotta love that. He has 3 properties next door. Well, 2 properties next door to each other. Wow. Hold on. There we go. We got a little bit of contrast in here now. Crap, I'm gonna just have to do it now. Okay. Duplex. Top. Duplex. Both 2-bed, 1BA. Top. And top. Renting 4,000. Does have access to the 3rd floor that has an 2 beds. Those two beds are, he said, a baseboard heat was getting to EXPN for him to pay. He then shut that off and locked the access to the third floor. To the third floor. She has been there since February this year. Lease is up in February of 2026. Bottom unit, long-term tenant, dirty tenant. Dad pays the rent, $950 a month. Was just increased. They have been there for about 70 years. Not sure if they are on month to month, comma. He will check that and get back to me next. Double check. All right. Seller pays the UTILS. He pays the utilities because they are shared. You would think they would be billed back to the tenants. Roof, no problems. Unsure of age, no problems. Or leaks. Third floor, yep. Pays, yep. Upstairs, yep. Downstairs, yep. Top, bottom. Furnace. FURNACE/AC. AC only reaches to second floor. Still has mortgage on it due to refinancing. Owes roughly $140K. When listed, a used friend who brought them properties says that she is better when she brings them properties. Doesn't need to sell given income coming in. They had lowball offers around 120, 130-ish. Obviously, they couldn't take that because where the loan balance is would roughly walk away with $40K. Then, well, taxes on that. Could work on price also owns he wants to learn that property is turnkey. Let me know what you think. Oh. Could possibly see this weekend before you go. All right. So let me just send this email here and then we could continue. All right, let's get to the next one. I think that was a good call. My projection, I think he's going to come back between 160 and 170. But I also think since the utilities are shared, he could come back a little bit lower. Because at the end of the day, it'll be coming out of the cash flow coming in. Okay. We spoke to him, so all right, let's see what nonsense we got with this property. They want to sell within the next 5 months. Oh my gosh. Why did I buy this one? All right. Oh boy, let's see what this estimate says. This area is really low. Why did I buy this one? I think I say that every time. This is in McKeesport. I don't even go to this area. So it's a tenant occupied property.
Hi, this is the voicemail of Ken Fanuelli.
I'm unable to get to the phone. Leave a message, and I'll return your call as soon as possible. Thank you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Ken, this is Monte. I am calling about the property there on Hamilton Street. Looks like you spoke to someone on my team back in November, reaching out to see if we could be a good fit. So if you could, give me a call when you can. 412-912-1888. Thank you. Not too excited about that. Not at all. 1, the area. 2, the length of time that he wants to wait. And 3, did I say the area? Alright, contact attempted. Let's go to the next one. Oh boy, I know where this is going. I drive past this at least twice a week. All right. All right. Tenant occupied with no mortgage. They indicated the willingness to sell within the next year, said they could provide access for viewing, stated the property is in good condition and did not mention any repairs needed, but suggested reviewing the interior in person. They identified needing to pay off debt as a reason for selling. Tenants will require a 30-day notice unless an investor is open to buying it with the tenants in place. Spicy. Is this a duplex? Please say yes. All right, this is November 11th. Let's do it. It looks like it'd be a duplex.
Hello,
Hey, is Richard there?
it's me,
Hey, you go by Richard or Rich?
Rick.
Rick?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Who's this?
pleasure to speak to you. My name is Monte. I'm calling about that Ballsman Street property.
Okay.
Yeah, looks like you spoke to someone on my team a couple weeks ago about possibly selling that. Is that still the case?
The price is right.
Ooh, I like that. What price you think about?
I don't know.
All
You guys
right.
keep calling me. You don't tell your number.
Well, I could get you a number by the end of this conversation. I see you got tenants in place. Is that the accurate information I have?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. And then I say, so here's what I got here. You tell me if I'm missing anything. Looks like you're thinking about selling to pay off some debt, and you think that the tenants will need a 30-day notice unless somebody is willing to buy it with them being in place.
Yeah.
All right. What are you getting for rent?
1,300.
All right. Are you paying the utilities? Are they paying the utilities?
They're paying utilities.
Okay. What else? Is there anything that needs to be done to it?
Probably a roof.
Okay. This is showing me it's a 2-bed, 1-bath. It's about 1,200 square feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It looks bigger than that.
Looks dated.
No, bigger. It looks bigger than 1,200 feet.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. So it needs a new roof. What about the mechanicals? How old are those?
Yeah, water tank's about 5 years old. Furnace is 10, 12.
Okay. I guess what are you hoping to get? Like, what are you hoping to walk away with?
You don't know. I hate when I don't know. You throw me a number.
Okay. I mean, my only concern, Rick, is if I was to throw you a number, if it'd be a good number or not, if you don't know what you're looking to get for it.
Okay. You called me. I didn't call you.
Okay. Are the tenants on the month to month? Are they on the?
Yeah.
They're on the month to month. Well, you said you were skipping on me.
No, 1 year lease is up, so it's month to month.
Copy. Okay. All right. Give me a second. And then how long have they been in there so I get a gist of what I need to do if they were to move?
She just came up on a year.
Oh. You think she's going to want to stay if you were to sell?
I do not know.
Gotcha. All right. Does she know that you're trying to sell?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So getting in there wouldn't be an issue, I'm assuming.
Oh,
Okay. All right. 1,300 plus all utilities. It possibly need a new roof. Looks like the mechanicals are good. Let me see here. I mean, if I was to give you a number just to throw it out there, since I don't know where your range is at, it'll have to be less than 100,000.
yeah. How less than 100?
Let me see here. I'd have to be. I almost don't want you to hang up on me. You gotta promise you can't hang up on me, okay?
Well, all I can say is no. I'm under no obligation.
Good. Honestly, I'd have to be around the 70,000 range.
Okay. I'm making over 15 grand a year just in rent.
So what number you thinking?
I don't know, more than 70.
Okay. Can you give me something to
In
work
4
with?
years, I keep my house. I still got that. So
What's that?
in 4 years' time, I made that up on rent.
Right. Okay.
So,
Can you give me a number I can work with? You told me to give you a number, so I gave you a number.
yeah, let me think about it. I'll get back to you.
Oh, how long are you thinking about it for?
I don't know. I'm in the middle of work right now. You caught me,
Middle of work. Okay. What time you get off? Usually, so I know in the future.
3:30, 4 o'clock.
Okay. Oh wow. So if I would have just waited for another hour, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna call me back today, or you're gonna call me back tomorrow?
I don't know. Give me some time. Let me think about it.
Okay. What's today? Today is Wednesday. You think you'll call me back by Monday? Is that okay?
Yeah, let me think about it.
Okay. So you're gonna call me back, or you want me to call you back?
You better call me because I don't have your number. I mean,
give me a call Monday afternoon after 4.
Monday afternoon after 4. I will put you on my calendar to do so, okay?
All right.
Awesome. I appreciate the time, Rick.
Bye.
Bye. Ooh. So reality, I need to be at 65. This is a 2% rate, and the fact that it's still rented is good. I could probably get away with selling it for about 75. So he didn't hang up on me. He didn't necessarily say no. And we still don't know what he's looking to get for. We'll see what happens. That was a 7-minute call. All right, so let's update the notes here. Property needs roof. 13 plus utilities. Tenant ATNAN has been there for a year. Currently on month. Furnace 10, 12 years. HWT 5 years. Made offer. Ooh, I said around 70,000, didn't I? Or did I say at 70,000? Because then that makes a big difference. You watching, what did I say? Did I say at 70,000 or around 70,000? Wants a few days to think about it. We'll call back Monday after 4 p.m. Called him during work. He gets off around 3:30. Dude, I'm rolling with the leads today. All right, we're going to put him as offer made. So he's going to be in our offer made calendar. I'm going to put 65 on here. I think that's more of a deal rather than starting at 70. So we'll see. Offers made 70 or 65,000. Let's send this to my guy. Tell him that. I'm like sending him a bunch of leads today. He was playing hardball on this. Seller was playing hardball on this. Curious on how this would play out when I call him back. I feel like I missed what he said. I missed something. I think would have to be at 65K. Monday. Call. What has... Ooh, he DCID. Monday after 4. So to do like a 4:15. Give me a reminder. 10 minutes before. All right. And then on to the next one. Waiting. So transfer tax is high in the city of Pittsburgh. You're looking at 5% total. So 2.5 for the seller side and then 2.5 for the buyer side. Typically speaking, in my experience, I only have one buyer that don't pay for the seller's transfer tax. All right, let's get to the next one here. Oh, there's another property on the same street that is under contract, and it's a really updated property. 2 beds, 1 bath at 1102 square feet for 125. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, contact was made. Actually, offer was made. I don't necessarily like. I probably should have gotten his email to send an offer over to, but then again, I really have no idea where he's at as far as price go. And this is an area that I'm not. No way. That I'm not. I'm confident that I have a buyer for it. I'm just not sure if the property just needs a roof. You know what I mean? But I'll see. I don't want to speculate anything else. Just waiting to hear an offer or where my buyer is going to be at for this. He doesn't really. I don't know if he buys here. Like, he hasn't brought anything from me in this area. So that's what I mean. I'm not sure. All right, let's get to this one here. I am loading this one up. Remember, I cannot get any sort of like refunds for these. I figure, it's only $3. All right, this one, they are open to selling. Nothing that, noting they are always willing to consider offers as a real estate investor. It indicated that the property has minor repairs, but nothing major. With the recent updates to the hardwood floor, they're not motivated if they tell you that they redid the floors. So this shall be interesting. The property's owner occupied, so now we have to deal with them finding another place if they don't have one already, which I find that a little difficult and time consuming on waiting for them to find another place, especially if they don't have to sell. So this will be interesting if they answer. Let's do it. Yeah, buddy. All right, there we go. All right, Courtney. Let's see what you got. Did I send him a text? I did not. Crap. What's his name? Rick.
Hello,
Hello, is Courtney there?
speaking.
Hello, Courtney. My name is Monte. You caught me off guard there. I was taking a sip of water, so I apologize for that.
Not so good.
I'm calling about the Orchard Park Drive property.
Okay.
Yeah, were you still looking to sell that by chance?
It depends on what the offer is.
Oh, all right. What are you looking to get for it?
Depends on what the offer is.
I had to try. Okay, let me pull it up here. I see it's a 4-bed, 1-bathroom property, about 1,400 square feet.
It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath property.
Okay.
You're looking at old information, man.
Yeah, see, that's why I called you. All right, so 3-bed, you said 2.5 baths?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What else could you tell me about it?
You're supposed to come knowing the information if you want to ask if I want to sell.
Well, I did just try to confirm on my end, but obviously it's wrong. So I don't want to further embarrass myself by continuing to get the wrong info.
You should come having done your homework if you're going to call me when I'm at work.
Well, I didn't know if you answer or not.
Okay.
Should I call you later? Or what time you get off work?
Tonight we work till 8.
Till 8. Oh, I'm gonna be wrapped up. What about tomorrow? What does that look like?
Tomorrow's 12 to 8.
Oh, so call you before 12? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, anytime after 9 before 12 would work.
Okay. Let me. I'll give you a call tomorrow within that time frame. Okay.
Yep. Do your homework. Pull your comps.
Okay. You're gonna answer though, right?
Yeah, I always answer my phone.
Fantastic. All right. Let me. I guess I have no choice but to do it now.
Yep.
All right. Take it easy. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. No motivation whatsoever. This is in a good neighborhood. Definitely going to be asking market value for sure. So the note says hardwood floor. They did some updates to it. Mentioned price, expectation, and is willing to consider an as-is sale. No specific timeline. No specific challenges were voiced. So this is going to be interesting. No price in mind. Wants me to do some research and get her an offer. You know, now this is a good area that I don't mind doing that because I know the value is there. She works between 12 and 8 p.m. Call her 9 and 9. Crap. So I work tomorrow. So I'm going to have to run some comps tonight. And maybe take a lunch at like 11. To give her a call. So I'm going to run some comps on this tonight. I'm not even going to put her as a person that we spoke to. No, like, true information was shared. Comps. All right, I got to text Rick. Rick, this is Monte. I should make a template. We just spoke about your property on. I will get. Oh, no, this is the guy that we're going to be talking to. Look forward to speaking with you Monday after 4 p.m. Enjoy your weekend. Talk soon. Talk soon. Exclamation point because I'm excited. Or you guys won't be able to hear my call with the seller that wants me to call him at 6 o'clock. That one's a juicy one. I'm gonna keep that one open. All right, we got 2 more calls to do. And I gotta call a few people. Hold on. I was supposed to call somebody at 2:30. Let me do that one first. Ted. There we go. It is 2:30.
Hello?
Hey Ted, it's Monte. You wanted me to call you around this time?
Yeah, hold on.
All right. I really hope he didn't mean to hang up on me, so we're gonna give it like a minute or so. No way. I don't believe he meant to hang up. That's something I would do, honestly. Come on, dog. Sir. Person. Yes, but especially with the draft coming to PGH, lots of cash coming to the area. What? So she responded from my workflow. I'm gonna call him back in a second. I said, Cynthia, you were still looking to sell, right? Yes, but especially with the draft coming to Pittsburgh, lots of cash coming to the area. Address has the capability of paying back the purchaser before doing much work at all, such as using the mini rooms as sleeping quarters, a minimum kitchen, a functional bathroom, and yes, it's right on the bus line that takes you to downtown. You could literally walk from that takes you into downtown. You could literally walk there to the stadium. Parking is available on site. You don't have to drive at all once you're here. If you flew an Uber from the airport to the front car, the waterfront is right there, filled with shops, restaurants, and first. So money's a maker. Concern, blah, 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 blah. I'm selling. Purchased as is, selling as is. I'd keep it if it wasn't for my husband and mother passing in the last 3 years. Oh, that was earlier today. Let's give her a call, and we're going to call the guy back. No, we're going to call the guy back right now. How dare he hang up on me like that? You know what I'm going to do? Let's see. This is a good one. This is a duplex. I'm always going to call duplexes over single families first. Come on. He ain't going to answer. I feel it. He has to answer.
Please leave your message for 7249.
Oh, Ted, this is Monte. I'm not sure what happened there, if that hang up was on accident or purpose. But anyways, I figured I'd just give you a call back. I'm going to send you a text now. When should Mother lover. All right. I saw the sign. Looks like I'm gonna have to call him after, I'll say like 4 o'clock. So he'll be my last go around before I end the night. But let me call this lady since she responded to our campaign, which was all the way from earlier. All right. That was 9:30. I think she's blah, 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 blah. I think she's gonna answer.
Hello.
Hey, Miss Cynthia, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Not too bad myself. I just read your message and I didn't realize that I didn't get back to you. So I figured to just hop on the phone with you to see, I guess to get a little teeny bit more info about it.
About what? My
The
house?
Yeah, the Harrison. I wasn't sure. It sounded like you live there, but you don't live there.
No, my mom lived there and she just passed.
Oh, well, sorry.
I bought it originally as a rental, but she needed a place to live. So she lived there 10 years or more. And then she passed away. When she passed away, I had a friend of mine who paid me, but it wasn't that much, stay there, to keep the lights on and whatnot.
Okay.
And he moved back to his home state of West Virginia to be with his family. So there's no renters, and I'd love to get rid of it, but who do you work for?
I'm actually an independent buyer here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'd rather deal with an independent buyer.
Yeah. I feel like it's more personable and not just like numbers,
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Well, here's the situation.
okay.
Okay. Did I send you that long text? Was that you?
Yep, that was me.
5-page text. Okay, so
That's
I don't have to much explain myself. You pretty much know what's going on as far as that.
Mhm.
But here's the long-term deal. I mean, that's in the short run. And like I said, you'd make up a good bit of your money right there. Moving forward, it is a duplex. And the house is attached to it is gone. I mean, there's no hope for it. They were supposed to tear it down, and they never did.
Hmm.
So I've been trying to buy that other half for a long time, just for the property,
Mhm.
to have those, because it was going for just the taxes, which were very minimal, like $1,000 or something. The Munhall Borough was dragging their feet. So I don't know where they're at now on it because I haven't inquired in a while. But that was the deal as of, it's been a couple of years. Probably been 4 or 5 years since I even asked about it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know what they're planning on doing now, but I mean, they can't do much. All they can do is really sell it.
Yeah, I mean, my only concern is that I'm assuming it's in condemned condition.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, and it's like attached to you, so it kind of hurts you in a way.
Yeah, that's why I'm telling you up front, honey.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. Do you so how long has it been vacant in the first place after your friend moved out?
He moved out in September, and then his friend stayed there for a couple of months, and he just moved out last month. So it's only been vacant about a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So
how much are you looking to
I'm
get for
only
it?
asking 20. 20.
20. Okay.
Mhm.
Any back taxes or anything?
Just the current tax, whatever the current taxes I have, but no back taxes.
Oh, that is fantastic. You have no idea what stories I've been
really?
hearing.
Oh God.
Yeah, one of the a seller I was talking to not too long ago, they it's been vacant, what did he say, like 10 years or something like that.
Oh my.
And so obviously nobody's living there. And then he goes,
Yeah.
well, I said, well, I don't know how much the taxes are. And if I was to call the county to ask, since I'm
Mhm.
not the owner, they're not going to tell me. Right. And so I go, are you able to do that? And he goes, no, because they haven't bothered me this, you know,
Oh,
at this
God.
point. And if I was to call them, then they're going to start bothering me.
Oh my God.
And
I can tell you right now. So the county taxes, I have a bill right here,
yeah,
and it was due in May. So I guess it is bad.
that's
I
not
just
bad.
bought this
That is not 10 years worth.
$179.33.
Okay, so just under 200.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather deal with this year than 10 years, plus it being tore down,
Please. I mean, this house has been good to me. Like I said, I put my mother in there, and then the money that my friend was giving me
Mm,
was enough to, plus he was paying all the utilities. So,
okay.
I mean, it wasn't making me rich, but I hadn't fixed it. I hadn't done anything to it, in a long time. It has a newer furnace
Okay.
and water tank. It has a washer dryer. It has a side-by-side, the black refrigerator and stove,
Okay.
which matches, of course, the refrigerator. There's only one bathroom. There's two rooms plus the kitchen, and they're all large, big rooms. Then you go upstairs, and there's a bedroom to the left and two bedrooms on the right-hand side, and straight back is the bathroom. Then there's steps up to the attic from the one bedroom, and that's the whole floor plan. It goes the whole way of the attic.
Can you make a bedroom up there or no?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so it's
There's a futon up there
okay.
now, and there was a single bed, but I think we took that down. And my daughter, she's all nostalgic. She wants all this old crap my mother had, just because it was my mother. I'm like, trash.
Yeah.
That bed's 100 years old. Oh, I've got to take it.
So is she gonna take it or no? You don't know yet.
Oh, she already did.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Anything up there is a futon and a little round table. Of course, she wants that round table too. I don't know why.
Okay.
Again, old furniture.
Yeah. So she took that, or is that what she wants? No.
The round table she wants.
Okay. No worries.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at some properties here in the area,
Mm-hmm.
just to see what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
So if I was to buy this, I would have to spruce up the whole property, like the kitchen, bath, bedrooms, all that stuff.
Well, the bedroom you wouldn't have to do anything to, but the bathroom needs cleaned good, really.
Okay.
And the kitchen is the area that needs help. The cabinet doors, some of the doors are missing on the cabinets. So that would need dealt with. But other than that, I mean, a coat of paint, nothing a coat of paint wouldn't help, you know what I mean?
Unfortunately, I do. Let me see here.
Who likes to paint, right? Not me. I used to love to paint.
It depends. You got to catch me on a good day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that has the tall ceilings and in the old days they used to hang photos from the top rail there. There's like a little rail goes around the dining room for
Okay.
pictures. For picture hanging, of course, nobody does that anymore, but
Yeah.
it's decorative looking.
It depends, right? Some people still have that up, or like the little,
Probably, yeah,
the clothesline in the backyard.
sure,
Yeah.
absolutely.
All right.
People in that area have it.
Hmm.
Yeah, the lady across the street has one because this I know because the guy that just left used to go across the street and hang his stuff on her clothes.
That's so funny.
He lived up the street actually for 4 years, and as soon as my house was empty, he moved down there across the street.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and they charge $1,500 a month. But it's nothing spectacular, but they do have the kitchen fixed up. You know, like I said, you'd need to do that. But
okay. So the good thing is your street has all of the same houses on it.
Yeah.
The only thing is I don't know what they sold for.
me neither. Doesn't it say? I thought that was like public.
Yes, it say, but I'd have to look it up individually, right?
Oh, okay.
Which would take a little bit at a time. Anyways, I'm looking at the area though, but got these are ones on the market right now. These are just like standalone homes. So like I want to compare it to yours, but yours is attached, right? So I'd have to compare it to properties that are attached, and I'm not seeing any right now, which takes more time to do. So I'd have to look at this a little bit later to give you a definite answer or not. I guess my question to you is, how long has that one next door been vacant for? Do you know?
Oh my God, it was vacant when I bought the other half, which was, God, had to be, I don't know, about 13 years ago or so.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, it's been empty a long, long time. And every once in a while, people will come over there and say, yeah, that's my uncle, we're fixing it up. I'm like, yeah, okay. And they'll go there and they'll work for a couple of days, and then you never see them again.
Oh, wow. That's funny.
Yeah.
Let me see here.
I've been in the house. Yeah.
Okay.
I went in. It's unsalvageable.
Yeah.
Trust me. It's right on the bus line. I mean, the house, it's a shame because it's in a great location. The neighborhood is safe and awesome. It's not like your regular homestead, you know what I mean? It's a really nice neighborhood. Neighbors all look out for each other. I know them, you know. It's just like.
Do you know the
Go ahead.
owners of next door?
No.
Okay.
I know his name, but that's about it.
Do you know if they're
I've
like?
never met them.
So you don't know if they're still alive or anything like that.
Mm-mm. I know he moved to Texas, is what I heard.
To Texas.
Yeah.
He's out
He
of
don't
here.
care about that house.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to come back and do anything, you know. The only thing that can be done, like I said, is if the Munhall or Homestead, whoever they want to fight over it, needs to come and tear it off the side.
Yeah.
But they don't seem too anxious to do that. So
No, they think one day the owner will come back in town and pay the
yeah,
taxes on
right.
it. One day, they say, right?
Yeah.
So Miss Cynthia, so let me tell you what I'm seeing here. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right, let me see. So I'm looking at some properties. I do see one here. Looks like, actually, before I say that, are we a 2-bedroom, 1-bath property?
No, we're 3 bedrooms, 1 bath.
3 beds? Perfect. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know that you have a lot more opportunity with a 3-bedroom than
Plus
a 2-bedroom.
the attic.
Plus the attic. Okay. Which we can make another.
Really another bedroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So technically a 4-bedroom, 1-bath, but ideally, okay. All right. So
Yeah.
I'm seeing if I was to come in here and spruce it up to today's standards, you know, modernize everything with the stainless steels and all that hoopla.
Oh my God.
Right? You know, it's exhausting sometimes.
I tell you, there's a washer and dryer too.
Oh, perfect. I don't have to pay for one.
Yeah.
So great. Don't tell me the daughter is going to want to take it.
No. Everything in there. If you were interested, I would leave it.
Okay.
Just, you know.
Okay. So pretty much I see properties that are selling for 10,000.
Pardon me?
I see properties that are selling for 10,000. I see one for 15,000, 13,000. And these are standalone. So I don't know if I will be a good fit for you. However, I do know. So I'm an agent. I know I have to tell everybody this, but I try not to lead with that because most sellers don't care. And they think I want to list the house. I don't want to list your house if you don't want me to list it, but my intention was to come in there and buy it. But I know someone that likes this area, and they actually, where do they live? I think they live in either Turtle Creek or Braddock Hills, one of the 2 areas. And so they buy over here. What I can do is talk to him about this and see what he can do. The reason that I'm not the buyer for this is because it's attached to a condemned house. And since you've been trying to buy it and you didn't get anywhere, my only thing is that it's going to be a headache for me to do the same thing,
Yeah.
So I just
gave up.
Yeah, exactly, right? And I'm going to be spending money to buy it and then to.
I mean, I'm negotiable though too with the price.
Okay.
So you can tell him that.
Okay. What should I tell him exactly?
I'd go to 15.
Okay.
If that was the final,
Yeah.
the final price. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, all I could do is just bring it to him and see what what he says. Would you be okay with me giving him your number if he was to be interested?
Yeah.
Okay. I will do that. I'm going to be talking to him within the next day or so. I'm not sure if he's going to have an answer for me right away.
Yeah, he probably wants to look into it too.
Exactly. And as far as like the access, is it like unlocked? Do you have the keys to it? What is that?
No, I have
like?
the keys.
Okay. Do you live in the area to be?
I live in Penn Hills. I mean, I could be there in 15 minutes.
Okay, Penn Hills.
Yeah, I live near Churchill, the old Churchill Country Club.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I moved here because my daughter lives 4 doors down and across the street. Grab a towel, honey. Yeah, my daughter lives right here, and she got my 2 grandkids. You know,
Well, that's kind
my
of convenient
son-in-law.
to be so close.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I had asked my cousin's a realtor, so I told her, I want to live near my daughter. Well, she found a house right across the street, and up, 4
Wow.
houses up. I was like, damn, I'm taking it.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, yeah. That. What are the odds of that?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's all on one floor, so it's good for me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting older, and I don't feel like, running up and down steps. And I still have to get out and do my laundry, but hey.
Yeah.
Once a week versus 10 times a day.
Right. Yeah, pick your battles on that one, huh?
Right?
Let me see here. So,
It has a lift and everything, a chair lift from the basement up. I didn't put it in. It's been in there. So if
are
I
those?
get to that point, I'll
Yeah.
still be able to stay here.
Are those? Have you used it yet?
No.
Oh, I was gonna ask if it was comfortable or not. It kind of looks comfortable, you know.
Yeah, on TV, everything looks great.
Yeah, exactly.
All the drugs, the miracle drugs, and all the apparatuses, make your life wonderful.
As seen on TV, they say.
Right.
All right, let me see here. So let me talk to him.
Yeah, you talk to your friend.
Okay, and you say you could do 15?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you be open to like a payment plan on that?
Sure.
Okay. All right. And if you could do the payment plan, what sort of like numbers are you thinking about?
Oh, I don't know. I'd have to talk to him and see what he can afford.
Okay. Because he would want to, fix up the property to get it stabilized.
Sure, he can need some seed money.
Exactly. So let me talk to him and see if that's something he would want to even, take on.
Yeah.
And then if yeah. I don't want to get too far up into the weeds if he's not even
interested.
If he's not even interested.
Yeah.
So let me see what I can do. If he is interested, I will inform you that I'm going to send him your number, and then I'll send you his number as well. So then that know when he does call, you'll know who's calling. Okay.
Okay. And I'm thinking like at least $700 a month as far as a payment. If he wants to pay it off quicker, that's fine.
Okay. Hold on.
All right.
Okay. You said $700 a month?
Yeah.
Okay.
We could do that.
All right, and I just wrote that down there. Let me see what I can do, and I will let you know either way. So then that way you don't have any sort of guessing game of where we stand.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, honey.
Well, thank you for taking 22 minutes to talk to me today.
No problem. It's been a pleasure. I usually don't answer my phone.
Oh, well, I guess it was meant to be then.
I guess it was.
All right.
For whatever reason.
For whatever reason. Well, I appreciate the time, Miss Cynthia, and I'll be in touch, okay?
Okay. You have a good day and happy holidays.
Likewise. Thank you so much.
Uh-huh. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, way too long on that call. Way too long. I could have navigated that offer a little bit teeny bitty better. Teeny bitty better. So if we did $700 a month times 12, that's $8,400 a year, which she'd be paid off in 2 years if he wanted to do that. So I'm going to add myself a note. I'm going to send her a text. Talk to Derek about this one. Or, yeah, because the only concern is that property that is attached to it and it being in condemned condition. I did look up the owners for the property next door. I'll probably give them a call and see what happens on that one. But I am going to talk to him about this either way, and we'll see what happens. She is in the follow-up bucket. She was the no call, no answer. She was a called no answer bucket. Now she's in the follow-up bucket, and we're going to touch base with the wholesaler and see if that's something that he would want to take on and see what happens. Oh, she lives in Penn Hills and has the key. She lives Penn Hills and has the key. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, I'm gonna call them. All right, Peter, you are up. Let's see what we're working with. All right, and then we got one more after Peter, and then I gotta do some follow-up calls a little later today because I gotta go at 3:30. So we'll see what happens. 2. Amugamula. Open to selling 2 properties. Ooh, oh, fully renovated. No, from the studs up and expected to be finished in about 3 weeks. Ooh, pending city inspections. An offer on Orphan Street, which is in disrepair and was acquired incidentally. Dean Street will be ready. Okay, we're not calling about the properties that he's working on. We're calling about the ones that was accidentally brought. So great. This was November 6th. Amugamula. Hello there. I see we have 2 viewers. I'm almost positive one of them is me. Amugamula. No, this street sucks. Oh my gosh, I don't want to call it. No. This is exactly why I don't go after the zip code. All right, let's go.
Hello.
Hey, is Peter there?
This is Pete.
Oh, Pete, Monte Rodriguez here. I'm calling about that Orphan Street property. Looks like
dude, I've talked to so many whatever you guys are, wholesalers, agents. I mean, I'm not doing it anymore. I've talked to 6, 7 people. They all keep me on the phone for 45 minutes and never called me back with an offer.
Oh, that sounds like a pain in the ass.
Yeah. How'd you get my number?
Well, it looks like somebody dropped it on my desk and told me to call you. Looks like somebody on my team called you on the November 6th.
Yeah. What company is this?
My company? Are you asking for?
Yeah. What company is this?
My company is called PA Property Solvers.
Yeah, so you're not even who I talked to. I don't know how. I only ever did I give my number to one person. It wasn't this company, so I don't know what's going on. But it's like a
Oh,
giant waste of my time. I don't know who's circulating my number about this property, but I've talked to 6 different people. It sounds like you. I'm just not answering the questions. I've already answered questions about condition, given price, told people to go look at it. Like
yeah.
it's not even listed. I just don't have the time.
Gotcha. Well, just do me a favor. What are you trying to get for? And I could tell you if I could do it or not.
75 grand.
I cannot do that.
Okay, where are you at on it?
Let me see. 1 second here. It's a 3-1, 1,900 square feet.
No, it's a 5-bedroom. The 5-1.
Okay. The one on Orphan, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
53 Orphan. Yeah, the city has it as a 3-1. That's what it was originally as. The Etsy family owned it for like 60 years and built onto it, and the city never knew. But it's a 5-1.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Is it still 1,900 or is it more than that?
Might be more than that. Probably add, 800 square to it or something.
Okay. And would I need to do everything to it or just spruce it up a bit?
Yeah. Nah, I need everything.
Okay. It's not down to the studs, is it?
No, it needs gutted, needs a roof, needs sided. I think the electrical and the plumbing's up to date, though. She was getting a lot of free grant money for the state from basically still being alive. So
Oh,
a lot of
wow.
that stuff got. She was 95 when I bought the house or something.
No way. She's still living.
I think she's still alive. I think she's close to 100.
Wow. That's
She's
crazy.
in a home now, but
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Let me see here. Hold on. I'm looking at some comps real quick. Did you?
Yeah,
So,
I mean, the area is definitely on an upswing. It's 15206 zip, which is great. And the University of Pittsburgh just built that giant thing on Larmer Avenue that's like a stone's throw from that house. The URA owns pretty much everything on Larmer Avenue, and they have a bunch of different development plans. They're in the middle of the city budget, and mayor change and that kind of thing.
gotcha. Did they contact you about buying it?
The URA has, yeah. I can't stand the URA. I wouldn't sell them anything.
They probably
out of
don't
pure
like
spite.
that. Yeah.
I literally only bought this property because the owner. So this was tied up with it. I bought a warehouse, and they were like, "You have to buy the house if you buy the warehouse." And I'm like, "All right, whatever." I'm like, "Dude, I don't want the warehouse. Why don't you just sell it to the URA?" And he's like, "Oh no, I can't stand the URA. They offered me. They want to buy it. I refused to sell it to them." And I was like, "Oh, I like that.
Right.
Cool." I'm like, "Well, if they want it, I'll own it." That
That's
whole
funny.
thing's just a racket. It's like a mob mentality, right? It's a mob thing, the URA. It totally is. I mean, it's all bought and paid for by the Jewish community. Greg Perlman gets to do whatever he wants with all that URA property. Everything Walnut Capital puts their hands on, they got from the URA, and it's purely just a big political thing.
Yeah.
Just money. That's it. So they eminent domain a lot of people. It's disgusting. It's the stuff that they do, and the progression of money is just, it's tough. I mean, they're not going to steamroll me, but they steamroll people that can't afford to fight.
Oh, 1,000%. That's why they get away with it.
Yeah. Yep. I knew a guy right there on Larmer Avenue. They were trying to eminent domain him, and he had violations on the property, and they said, "We're just going to take it. We're going to eminent domain you, and we're going to give you X thousands of dollars or whatever, and unless you get into the code." He was like, "Okay." He paid a demolition company to come tear it down, and now they can't buy it because you can't build on it for 2 years after you tear a structure down.
Oh.
So he literally just kicked up the $15,000 to tear it down and said, "Fuck you, now you don't even want it, right? 'Cause you can't
Oh,
build on it."
wow. Right. At least not for 2 years, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you need 2 years of settlement in the city.
So what were you thinking about doing when you brought this?
I just sit on it. I had a bunch of stuff over there. I just sit on it. I knew the development was coming down Larmer Avenue, so it didn't really. I was like, whatever. It's in a real quiet, it's definitely in violation now, but I don't have any violations. Like, if somebody called on me and complained about the house, I'd have city violations, but it's I know the only neighbor. There's nothing else back there, so there's nobody to complain. So it was a nice, easy one for me to buy and sit and hold, and know that I wouldn't have to do any work to it. And if I got a
Right.
violation, I'd probably just tear it down.
Right. I mean, it would make sense to do that than sit on the land.
Right. Yeah. Luckily, that structure though is pretty self-contained. I screwed all the windows shut and kind of boarded up the back door, and it just sits there. And the neighbor watches it. And I don't have to do anything to it ever. So it's a little easier to sell as a home than a patch of dirt.
Right. Do you is there any like settling or foundation issues?
No, that house has been there since probably the 20s. That foundation is incredibly thick. It's got like a 2-foot thick foundation.
Oh wow. Ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, the foundation is like really super solid. It's just the structure on top of the foundation is it's just old. It's in disrepair. It's just old.
Yeah.
They were old Pittsburgh Italians, so they just patch and lick and stick patch, keep it moving, cheap. That's all.
Yeah, sounds about right.
They had 5 children, so their dad was a welder, and I know some of the boys still, and they were all 2 of them were mechanics, one of them was an electrician, the other one was in and out of jail. I mean, they just a normal Pittsburgh working class family, so nothing ever got fixed up to the nines. I mean, that was Little Italy back in the day, Larmer. So.
Yeah. Do you got any pictures or anything that I could see?
You can go on Google Maps and look. I don't have any pictures of it. I don't think I ever took a picture of it, but you can go to Google Maps and just look 53 Orphan. You'll see it. It's a little Intel brick thing.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, I don't have any pictures of the inside. I don't even know where the keys to that house are. I have them somewhere.
Okay. How can I get inside then?
I just got to find the keys. They're
Okay.
hanging on one of my keyboards. I just got to find the keys. Just let me know. I'll find them.
Okay. Well, I'm actually going to be meeting up with my lender tomorrow to talk about some properties or some working projects that we have. I'll float it to him this way, and he's going to be out of town on Monday for a month. So hopefully, we can add this
It'd be
to
good
our.
if you. Yeah, it'd be good if you drove around over there yourself. You'll see all the empty land. I don't know if you get down to the city at all, but if you might even be able to find some speculation online about what the URA and Walnut Capital have proposed to do on Larmer Avenue.
Right.
It's basically continue that Cornerstone or Capstone property where they did the school over there. So there's like luxury living right there on Larmer Avenue. They're trying to continue that all the way down Larmer Avenue.
Yeah, to our side of the town here off of Washington Boulevard.
Sort of. So the Cornerstone or Capstone, whatever it's called, is right there at Meadow Street in Larmer right now.
Okay.
And it goes like 2 blocks down. There's a giant building there you can probably see on Larmer Avenue. It used to be Sterrett School. That's all condos now. And they want to continue moving that down Larmer Avenue, all condos.
I see. Okay.
So there's a ton of those over right across East Liberty Boulevard in between Broad Street and East Liberty Boulevard. That's all Capstone or, and I think they get the grant money because they always make like 30% of the property, Section 8. So they get a huge grant for building it with like a 30% low income occupancy. And then the rest of it's all private rent.
Yeah. Which is crazy to me.
Crazy to me too. But, I don't know. It's a lot of the projects don't make financial sense unless you're getting a big lick of money from somebody. So if the state of Pennsylvania will kick up, a couple $1 million for putting in 30%, low income housing, and then you just hit them with a contract that says, you got to keep this place really nice and you got to act right. And if they do, it's great.
Yep.
It doesn't bother anybody.
Yep.
It's all HOA, and you know what I mean? Got landscapers and people cleaning up all the time. And the ones over on the other side of East Liberty Boulevard in between there and Broad Street by the Target, they're beautiful. They are. They keep them really nice. Like, even with the people there, it's like just being the way they are and throwing trash and stuff on the ground. I mean, they got people picking up trash as fast as it hits the ground. Landscapers, snow removal. You know what I mean? Like, you can't tell. They just keep up on it. It doesn't hurt the property value. They got security. They got gated parking. You're not allowed to have a flat tire. You're not allowed to have a wrecked car. I mean, they have all these rules, and it works. I mean, it's nice.
Well, I mean, they want to stay there, so of course they got to follow them, right?
Right. Yeah, but that Capstone company or Cornerstone, whatever it is, has found a way to like make that work. So, but that's what I read online is trying to come down Lumber Avenue. It's just it was an administration thing. Ed Gainey actually was not for that project. He wanted it to be all subsidized housing, and they were like, no, there's no money in that. So now Corey O'Connor will be different. He'll have the Bill Peduto approach of, yeah, do the 30%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
Yeah,
what are
they have
they
to be
trying
getting
to?
income tax from somebody.
Right, I was just about to say that. And then when are they trying to continue the project? So you know when that's going to happen?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't think there's any specific date on that because we're in an administration change and they're fighting over the budget right now. So
Okay.
it's probably, I mean, by the time you broke ground, it's probably at least 2 years. If things move quickly, it's probably 2 years. But I would assume they're going to get it done while Corey O'Connor is in office. So they're going to try to anyways. If
Right.
they get another Democrat in office that's progressive, it'll get built regardless someday.
Just a matter of when.
Yeah, here's the big issue is Ed Gainey lives off of Larmer Avenue. He lives on Apple Street at Paulson. His house is right at the corner of Apple Street and Paulson. So he was absolutely not for a development that close to his house. I don't know why, but that's, he's from literally that street.
Oh, wow. Maybe it's too close for comfort for him,
I don't know. I don't know what his thing was. He just, I think it was more or less who his voters are. His voters didn't want the private equity money in like private housing. They were all for the subsidized housing, but not the mix.
Do you think that's from like it being guaranteed or not?
No, I think it's more of a lifestyle thing. They just don't want like any kind of a Shady Side or Walnut Street vibe coming into that neighborhood.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
That's an urban neighborhood right now. So, but it all it takes is the progression of infrastructure, and that'll change.
Yep. Well, listen, Pete.
But yeah, I mean that house was just like one of them things. It was cheap enough. I wanted the warehouse. It was like, oh, whatever. I'll just buy it, sit on it. Gonna make some money on it to get rid of it now. Otherwise, we'll just sit and whatever. But I think the URA was at like 40,000 on it. So.
Yeah, I'm seeing some properties that are gone for that. I see 30, 37, and I see a 40,000. There's one like super low at 6,000. I'm like, I'm not going to insult you with that. So
yeah.
But I guess what are you like? Are you trying to get to 75, or are you open to like where the URA gave you?
I don't know. I think that stuff's coming down the street faster than anybody thinks. So I don't know. I have to talk to my wife about it. She's a real estate agent. I have to talk to her. Yeah, I mean, I definitely like to get some of the potential equity out of it to let it go.
Right.
I mean, if you look at what the University of Pittsburgh built there, they built a $20 million building right, and you could see it from the house. So they're definitely coming down. Like the University of Pittsburgh wouldn't stick that in that neighborhood if there weren't like good things to come.
Right. And it's almost better for you to just hold on to it, honestly.
Yeah. But what's going to come with me to hold on to it is a bunch of shit with the city. And I own so many properties. I'm in and out of court all the time with the city.
Oh,
and so time consuming. Like it's so dumb. They don't fine anybody. You don't get in any trouble. They just keep dragging you to court, sending you letters, sending you emails. And I'm on all sides of it. I'm building stuff. I got occupancy permits. I got building permits, mechanical permits, electrical permits, sign permits. I talk to the city every day. It's just very time consuming. And once I get a violation on that house, it's going to be like, okay, well now I got to spend $15,000 to tear it down. So
right.
That's all. That's why I would consider getting rid of it. Now, the only way you get a violation in the city is if somebody complained. The neighbor's not going to complain. He's the nicest guy ever. He doesn't want anything to go on with the house.
Gotcha.
So,
what do you think it'll cost me to fix it up?
I mean, it depends on how you did it. I would almost lop off. I mean, the way to get through it easily with the city is kind of
try and work with what's there. But I would like fully gut it. I don't know, 250 would be a pretty healthy. It depends on what kind of labor you're using too. If you got your own guys, it's probably 180. If you're hiring people, it's 250.
Yeah, I could see that happening for both. I mean, we do got our own crew, but they're working on a couple of projects right now. So
Yeah, you'd be 250.
yeah,
to
probably.
hire it out, sub it out, you're about 2.5. I just did one down at the end of Larmer Avenue on Dean Street. I'm going to end up being in it for about 2. And I was a mix. It's a 5-bedroom. And by the time it's all said and done with me doing some of it and hiring people for a lot of it, I'm going to be in it for about 2.
Okay. What are you going to sell it for?
I don't know. The numbers are really climbing over there. I'm kind of dragging my feet finishing it because the numbers are getting better and better, especially as interest rates come down. The interest in that area is becoming pretty strong. So
yeah,
there's just some stuff selling in the 3s over there. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to sell it or rent it. I have no idea. It's a really nice house. So I mean, I did everything though. I did basement floor, full gut, roof, siding, insulation, electrical, water lines, gas line, everything is new. I mean, that's literally like a brand new house. So
oh wow.
Yeah, it's nice. All new mechanicals. I mean, there's literally nothing original except the studs in the walls and the foundation. Everything else is new. New porch, sidewalks, steps, everything.
And you will want to rent that out?
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, I own the lot next to it too. I might rent it private. I don't think I'd Section 8 it.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, listen, let me talk to my lender. I could get back to you, let you know either way. So then that way,
yeah,
you know where we stand. Can I send you a text?
Yeah, please. That's
okay.
Good.
I'll text you right now. So then that way, when I get back to you, you know who I am. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Dude, I kid you not. At the beginning of that call, you would have not known that would be a 17-minute call. I thought I was about to get hung up on, cussed out, and all he wanted to do was just talk. And he's a builder and a buyer, which is great. Maybe when I touch base with him and see what happens. Oh man, my lips are super moist. We'll see what happens. So, a builder and buyer currently he said 75. I said I can't do that. All right, so it's too far for my main buyer, so I'm not even going to mention it to him. I'm going to touch base with Mark on this. Let me send him a text. All right, let me see if I actually have to go. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I have to go. So until next time, guys, relationships are the currency of life, and it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. So go out there, squad up, because you never know who you are destined to meet. Until. Ooh, is she going to allow for me to call? Until Tuesday, guys. We'll see if we get anybody to answer. All right. Bye.